Wild Sri Lanka is a place where the past still breathes through nature. An island marked by dense forests, open plains, ancient rivers, and a deep ocean that is home to some of the largest creatures that have ever lived. Here, wildlife follows ancestral rules, and ancient predators still rule over territories shaped by time and survival. In this documentary, we will explore the paths of the Ceylon elephant, one of the greatest symbols of the island, whose strength and intelligence shape the landscape it passes through. We will also follow the Ceylon leopard, a silent and extremely efficient hunter, considered one of the most elusive and powerful predators in South Asia. In the most dense forests, the sloth bear emerges as an enigmatic, resistant, and unpredictable figure, adapted to an environment where every step can mean danger. In the open areas and edges of the forest, the chital, with its agility and keen senses, represents the constant struggle between prey and predator, always living on high alert. And beyond the dry land, in the vast ocean that surrounds the island, we find the blue whale, the largest animal that has ever lived on Earth, connecting Sri Lanka to one of the most impressive natural spectacles on the planet. Throughout this video, you will understand how these animals coexist, compete, and survive in one of the oldest and most diverse ecosystems in the world. While Sri Lanka is not just a tropical island, but a stage where the story of life continues to be written every day in a silent battle between strength, strategy, and adaptation. The Ceylon elephant is one of the most imposing and symbolic creatures of Sri Lankan wildlife. Asia's largest land mammal, it dominates the island's landscapes with its silent and powerful presence. Inhabiting tropical forests, open plains, and areas close to rivers and lakes, this giant plays a key role in maintaining ecological balance, being considered a true shaping force of nature. With a massive and muscular body, the Ceylon elephant can weigh several tons, but its strength is not just about size. Its intelligence is one of the most advanced in the animal kingdom, allowing it to memorize migration routes, water sources, and safe areas over decades. In an environment where dry and rainy seasons drastically alter the availability of resources, this memory is essential for the survival of the group. The social life of the Ceylon elephant is organized into complex family structures. Females live in groups led by an experienced matriarch who is responsible for leading the pack and making crucial decisions in times of scarcity or danger. This leadership is based on the knowledge accumulated over the years, reinforcing the importance of older individuals for collective survival. Males, on the other hand, tend to live more solitary or in small temporary groups, approaching females mainly during the reproductive period. The diet of the Ceylon elephant is intense and constant. To sustain its enormous body, it spends much of the day feeding on leaves, tree bark, fruits, roots, and grasses. When moving in search of food, the elephant cuts down trees, opens clearings, and creates natural trails that end up being used by countless other species. This behavior transforms the environment, favoring the regeneration of vegetation and the diversity of habitats. Despite its tranquil appearance, the Ceylon elephant can become extremely dangerous when it feels threatened. Their physical strength is capable of destroying obstacles with ease, and an attack can be fatal. Still, this aggressive behavior usually only occurs in stressful situations, such as protecting puppies or invading their territory. Most of the time, he prefers to avoid confrontations, using his keen perception to detect risks from a distance. The relationship between the Ceylon elephant and humans is marked by conflict and forced coexistence. With agricultural and urban expansion, many of the old migratory corridors have been fragmented, forcing elephants to cross inhabited areas in search of food and water. This leads to frequent clashes, resulting in losses for both local communities and the animals themselves. This conflict is today one of the greatest challenges for the conservation of the species. The reproduction of the Ceylon elephant is slow, which makes its population even more vulnerable. Gestation lasts about 22 months, one of the longest in the animal kingdom, and the offspring is born totally dependent on the mother and the group. This low reproductive rate means that any increase in mortality can have serious consequences for the long-term survival of the species. In wild Sri Lanka, the Ceylon elephant represents strength, memory, and endurance. He is more than an iconic animal. It is an ecological pillar that sustains the balance of the island's ecosystems. Their presence reminds us that even in an ever-changing world, there are still ancient giants trying to survive in silence, carrying with them the living history of nature. The Ceylon leopard is the apex predator of Sri Lanka's forests, a silent presence that dominates the island without needing to be seen. Considered an exclusive subspecies, it occupies the top of the food chain and represents the stealthy force of the local wilderness. Living in dense forests, mountainous areas, and even semi-open regions, this adaptable feline reigns in a territory where hunting requires intelligence, patience, and absolute precision. With a muscular and extremely agile body, the Ceylon leopard is a solitary hunter par excellence. Unlike other big cats, it does not depend on groups to survive. Each individual controls a well-defined territory marked by trails, rocks, and trees, where they patrol silently during the night and dawn. Its golden coat, covered in dark rosettes, works as a perfect camouflage among shadows, leaves, and branches, making it almost invisible even at close range. The hunting strategy of the Ceylon leopard is based on the element of surprise. It approaches its prey slowly and calculatedly, using every detail of the terrain to its advantage. At the right moment, it launches a quick and deadly attack, usually targeting the neck to instantly immobilize the victim. Its strength is impressive, allowing it to drag prey larger than itself to the top of the trees, where it feeds safely away from competitors. The diet of the Ceylon leopard is varied and reflects its great adaptability. It hunts deer such as chital, wild boars, monkeys, birds, and even small reptiles. This feeding flexibility is one of the reasons why the leopard has been able to survive in different environments on the island, even with increasing human pressure. Still, each hunt is a risky bet, as energy expenditure is high and failure can mean starvation. The behavior of this feline is marked by extreme caution. During the day, it usually rests in elevated or densely covered places, avoiding any unnecessary interaction. Despite its reputation as an aggressive animal, The Ceylon leopard prefers to avoid confrontations, including with humans. Attacks are rare and usually associated with habitat loss or extreme scarcity of natural prey. The reproduction of the Ceylon leopard occurs discreetly. After copulation, the female moves away and raises the young alone, choosing well-hidden places such as caves, rocky crevices, or closed vegetation. The puppies are born blind and totally dependent on their mother, who protects them with extreme care. The learning period is long, as mastering hunting techniques is essential for survival in such a competitive environment. Despite its position as the dominant predator, the Ceylon leopard faces serious threats. Forest fragmentation, reduced prey, and conflicts with humans put the species under constant pressure. Road accidents, traps, and illegal retaliation still pose real risk to its population. In wild Sri Lanka, the Ceylon leopard is the symbol of the perfect predator. He embodies the balance between strength and silence, patience and precise violence. His existence reminds us that, even invisible, the true ruler of the forest observes everything from the shadows, maintaining the natural order in a world where only the most adapted can survive. The sloth bear is one of the most peculiar and underrated creatures in Sri Lanka's fauna. Unlike the common image associated with cold bears, this animal has evolved to survive in hot, dry, and dense tropical forests, becoming a symbol of endurance and adaptation. Inhabiting areas of dense forest, wooded savannas, and rocky regions, the sloth bear occupies a unique niche in an ecosystem dominated by large predators. Physically, the sloth bear stands out for its long, shaggy, and dark fur, which covers almost the entire body and works as protection against insects, thorns, and even bites during confrontations. Its long, curved claws are extremely powerful, adapted not for running or hunting large prey, but for digging, tearing through rotting logs, and destroying termite mounds with ease. Despite its seemingly slow and clumsy gait, the sloth bear is surprisingly fast when threatened. The sloth bear's diet is mainly based on insects, especially termites and ants. It uses an extremely keen sense of smell to locate colonies hidden in the ground or inside logs. When it finds the food, it breaks the structures with its claws and uses an efficient suction system capable of vacuuming up large quantities of insects in a few seconds. In addition, its diet includes fruits, roots, and honey, which makes it an important seed disperser within the forest. The sloth bear's behavior is mostly nocturnal. During the night, it travels long distances in search of food, avoiding direct contact with other large animals. During the day, it usually rests in caves, shaded areas, or under dense vegetation. Despite being solitary most of the time, the female maintains a strong bond with her young, which are often seen mounted on her back, a unique adaptation that offers protection from terrestrial predators. Contrary to what many imagine, the sloth bear is one of the most aggressive mammals on the island when it feels threatened. It does not run away easily and can take on much larger predators, including leopards. With quick lunges, sharp claws, and powerful bites, the sloth bear is capable of causing serious injuries, making it a respected adversary in the forest. This defensive posture is the result of thousands of years of adaptation in a hostile environment. The reproduction of the sloth bear occurs discreetly, with well-defined periods throughout the year. After pregnancy, the female usually gives birth to 1 or 2 cubs, which remain in her care for long months. This learning period is essential for young people to develop the skills they need to survive on their own, from searching for food to identifying threats. Currently, the sloth bear faces serious threats in Sri Lanka. The destruction of habitats, the advance of agriculture, and conflicts with human communities have increased dangerous encounters between humans and bears. Often, these encounters result in deaths on both sides, putting the species under constant pressure. Even so, the sloth bear continues to resist, adapting to the changes imposed by man. In wild Sri Lanka, the sloth bear represents brute force hidden under a deceptive appearance. It proves that in nature, it is not speed or size that guarantees survival, but the ability to face danger with courage, endurance, and extreme adaptation. The chital, also known as the spotted deer, is one of the most iconic and essential prey of Sri Lankan wildlife. Their elegant presence contrasts with the constant tension that defines their existence, as living in this environment means always being under threat from predators such as the Ceylon leopard. Inhabiting open forests, grassy fields, and forest edges, the chital is one of the pillars of the dynamics between hunting and survival on the island. Physically, the chital stands out for its slender body, long legs, and a brown coat marked by white spots, which remain visible even into adulthood. This pattern is not only aesthetic, but works as a form of natural camouflage, breaking the animal's outline between the light filtered by the trees and the irregular vegetation. Males possess elegant antlers, which are periodically renewed and play an important role in both defense and competition for females. The life of the chital is based on constant vigilance. These deer live in groups, a key strategy to increase the chances of detecting dangers. While some individuals feed, others remain attentive, observing the surrounding environment. Their senses are extremely sharp, especially hearing and smell, allowing them to perceive the approach of a predator before they even see it. A simple snap of a branch can trigger a collective breakout in seconds. The chital's diet consists mainly of grasses, leaves, shoots, and fallen fruits. This varied diet makes it highly dependent on healthy vegetation, directly linking its survival to the preservation of Sri Lanka's forests and open areas. By feeding and moving, the chital contributes to seed dispersal and plant growth control, playing a silent but vital ecological role. When attacked, the chital does not try to confront the predator. Its main defense is speed and agility. He is capable of making sudden changes of direction and quick jumps, making it difficult to chase. Still, he can't always escape. This vulnerability is part of the natural balance of the ecosystem, ensuring food for large carnivores and keeping populations in check. The reproductive period of the chital occurs in cycles associated with environmental conditions. Males engage in ritualized disputes, using antlers to demonstrate strength and dominance. Females give birth to cubs that are already born relatively developed, capable of getting up and accompanying the group in a short time. Even so, the hatchlings are the most vulnerable, becoming frequent targets of predators. In addition to natural threats, the chital faces increasing pressures caused by human action. Habitat loss, forest fragmentation, and proximity to agricultural areas reduce safe spaces for these animals. In some regions, conflicts with humans also occur, especially when deer start feeding on crops. In wild Sri Lanka, the chital symbolizes the fragility and resilience of life as prey. It represents the delicate balance that sustains the entire food chain, reminding us that for every large predator, there are countless lives that depend on constant attention and escape at the right time to continue existing. The blue whale is the most colossal creature that has ever existed in the history of the planet, and one of the most impressive presences associated with wild Sri Lanka. In the deep seas surrounding the island, this giant of the oceans travels ancient routes, connecting Sri Lanka to one of the greatest natural spectacles on Earth. Its existence transforms the ocean into a stage where life reaches its most extreme form in size, strength, and mystery. With a body that can exceed 30 meters in length and weigh more than 150 tons, the blue whale defies any comparison with other animals. Your heart can weigh as much as a car, and each beat propels thousands of gallons of blood through an organism perfectly adapted to marine life. Despite this colossal size, the blue whale moves with astonishing elegance, gliding through the deep waters with slow, powerful movements. The blue whale's diet is one of nature's greatest paradoxes. Even though it is the largest animal that has ever lived, it feeds almost exclusively on small crustaceans called krill. During the feeding season, the whale swallows huge volumes of water and uses its filter fins to retain food. In a single day, it can consume several tons of krill, demonstrating how even the largest forms of life depend on tiny organisms to survive. The waters around Sri Lanka are considered one of the most important regions in the world for blue whale watching. The proximity of deep waters to the coast creates ideal conditions for the constant presence of these animals throughout the year. This makes the island a strategic point on its migratory routes, linking the Indian and Pacific Oceans in a vital corridor for the species. The blue whale's behavior is marked by long-distance communication. Their deep vocalizations can travel for hundreds of miles across water, being used to maintain contact with other individuals and possibly for navigation. These deep sounds reinforce the idea that the oceans are highly connected environments, where the presence of a single animal can be felt far beyond the range of vision. The blue whale's reproduction occurs in long and delicate cycles. Females give birth to a single cub, which is born several meters long and depends on mother's milk, which is extremely rich in fat, to grow quickly. This accelerated growth is essential for the chick to have a chance of surviving in an ocean full of challenges, from predators to environmental changes. Despite its grandeur, the blue whale was once on the verge of extinction due to industrial whaling in the last century. Although commercial whaling has been banned, the species still faces modern threats, such as collisions with vessels, noise pollution, climate change, and the reduction of krill caused by warming oceans. Each of these pressures directly affects your ability to survive in the long term. In wild Sri Lanka, the blue whale represents the ultimate awesomeness of life. She reminds us that nature knows no limits when it comes to diversity and scale, and that even the most powerful giants depend on balanced ecosystems to continue to exist. Its presence in the island seas is a symbol of hope, but also a warning about the fragility of even the largest creatures on the planet. Wild Sri Lanka is living proof that the oldest nature on the planet still endures, even surrounded by rapid change and increasing human presence. Throughout this documentary, we have seen how life on this island follows a delicate balance, where each animal plays an essential role in a gear shaped by thousands of years of evolution, adaptation, and survival. The Ceylon elephant showed that true strength lies not only in size, but in memory, intelligence, and leadership that keeps entire generations alive in an unpredictable environment. The Ceylon leopard revealed the power of silence and precision, an invisible predator that rules the forest without needing to be seen, maintaining natural control of the food chain. The sloth has proven that looks can be deceiving, hiding under its shaggy fur one of the island's toughest and most determined creatures. The chital represented the constant struggle of the prey, living in permanent alert, remembering that survival does not always depend on strength, but on attention, speed, and group unity. And in the ocean that surrounds Sri Lanka, the blue whale has connected the island to the heart of the world's seas, showing that even the largest animal that has ever lived depends on a fragile balance to keep crossing the oceans. Together, these animals tell a unique story, a story where ancient predators still rule, prey continues to resist, and giants of the seas follow their ancestral roots. Sri Lanka is not just a tropical paradise, but a territory where wildlife still imposes its own rules, defying time and human interference. By looking at these ecosystems, it is clear that protecting Sri Lanka's wildlife is not just about preserving isolated animals, but about ensuring that this entire complex network continues to function. Every forest cut down, every river polluted, and every route interrupted directly affects this harmony built over millennia. If this documentary helped you to see nature with different eyes, take this moment to support our work. Subscribe to the channel to continue exploring the wildest places on the planet. Leave your like to strengthen this content and comment from where you are watching this video. Your participation helps to keep these stories alive and to bring the force of nature to more and more people around the world.